fun zone.
Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a noble man who had a sweet wife and daughter. And he called his daughter his Cinderella. She was kind and beautiful girl. The noble man's wife died, and his second one was horrid. She had 2 daughters whose bad tempers had given them ugly faces. Cinderella lived with her stepmother and the stepsisters. They made her do all the housework and never let her rest or have fun. Even though they were unkind, Cinderella never complained. She stayed kind-hearted and always helped everyone. One day, the king announced a royal ball at the palace. The prince was looking for someone to marry, and all the young women in the kingdom were invited. Cinderella's stepsisters were excited and got ready in their finest dresses. And Cinderella had to help them get dressed. But they told Cinderella she could not go there and continue his works. Cinderella was heartbroken. When the sisters had left for the ball, Cinderella burst into tears. "How I wish I could go too," she cried. Suddenly, a kind fairy godmother appeared. "Don't cry, child," she said. "Of course you can go to the grand ball." She waved her magic wand and turned a pumpkin into a golden carriage. Then she waved her wand again. The little mice into carriage horses, and the lizards become footmen. But Cinderella was still in her rags. Her godmother smiled and tapped her once with her wand. Immediately, Cinderella's old dress into a beautiful gown with glass slippers. "Now off you go and enjoy," said her godmother. "But remember, at midnight everything will go back to the way it was. So you must be home before then." Cinderella promised, then stepped into her beautiful coach. The horses set off toward the king's palace. Everyone was amazed by her beauty, especially the prince. Everyone thought she was a princess from other country. Even her stepsister were fooled. The prince danced with her all evening. But as they were dancing, Cinderella suddenly heard the chimes of the palace clock. "Oh no," she cried, "it must be midnight." When the clock struck 12, Cinderella ran away, and one of her glass slippers slipped off her foot. The prince ran after Cinderella, but all he found was the beautiful glass clipper from the steps. And Cinderella was in rags again at his home. "Send out a proclamation," Prince said. "I will marry the person whose foot fits the slipper. Ask every woman in the kingdom to try on the slipper." The prince wanted to find her, so the prince went to every house in the kingdom, and soon he came to the house where Cinderella lived with her stepsisters. Of course, the ugly sisters were very eager to try their luck. But no matter how hard they pushed their big feet into the glass slipper, it didn't fit. When Cinderella tried it, it fit perfectly. The prince looked up at Cinderella's face and recognized the beautiful princess he had danced with at the ball. They got married and lived happily ever after.